Hey, Power of One, it's Marcia here. And since I had both of the sets of Wonderlier Bowls on hand, I thought that I would come to you, and this is why I am in Tupperware and not crystal. I thought that I would come to you and do a little comparison so that you could see exactly what they're all about and how they compare. So to start with, this is the little set that is on for $25. It's not the right colors, of course, but it's the little set that is on for $25. The bowls are 3.5 cups, 4.5 and 7 cups or thereabouts, if I'm remembering correctly. So it is not a big set, but it's a really nice set for those who want them to use for storing in the fridge and so on. They are the traditional Wonderlier bowl style. They are a little more V-shaped, and so not quite as space efficient as the new ones, but they're a great old vintage style and people love them, and in those gorgeous colors they will be a hot commodity. Now compare them to the current Wonderlier bowl set, which is on special from $55 down to $32, so it's an awesome value. These ones are a little different capacities. There are 6.5 cups. This is 5.5. Yeah, 5.25 cups. Sorry, 7.25 and 12 cups. So they're significantly bigger than the other set. The current Wonderlier bowls are also more roundy, so they're a little more space efficient for the footprint that they take up in the fridge. They will hold a bit more as well. Now, just for comparison, if you were to take these two sets and combine them, these two in the middle here, these would be comparable, and then the one on the top in the old vintage set is smaller. The one on the bottom in the new modern set is larger. So that gives you a size comparison. I got asked about the seal. It's a traditional paint can seal that when you apply it, you're going to pull up on the tab to take it off, and to set it on, you'll set on one edge, run your thumbs around, snap it over the edge to apply, and burp it. This will make it airtight. To burp it, you press it in the center as you lift up on the tab, and hear it go fresh, and that will make it liquid tight. Some other questions I was asked was about, do they nest? Yes, absolutely. They nest beautifully to take up a minimum of space. There we go. And if you bought both sets, honestly, I think they would probably nest in here quite nicely as well. Let's just see. You never know till you try. So there we go. Well, look at that. If you buy both sets, they fit in quite nicely, so they will nest beautifully. You don't have to decide between the two. You can just get both, and your customers can get both. The other thing was, I got asked, do they stain? Yes, they will stain. If, just like putting hot clothes, hot sets the stain in your clothes, same things for any Tupperware. The Freezer Mate Plus, notwithstanding, that have had the pores buffed out, and so they are stain resistant for sure, but these will stain if you put anything hot in there that has spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce, or curry, or anything like that. Make sure that it is cooled to room temperature before you put it in here, and ideally put your bowl in the fridge or the freezer for a few minutes. This plastic has pores in it which open and close in response to heat and cold, so putting them in the fridge or the freezer will close up the pores so that when you pour that tomato or curry staining stuff in there, they're much less likely to grab onto that stain and close after you've put it into the fridge, making it more stained. Hope that made sense. So hot sets the stain. Make sure that everything is cold or cool, at least to room temperature, before you put it in. Another asked, are these good in the freezer? Well, they're not designed for the freezer. This material is not designed for the freezer. It can go in the freezer, but just be aware that if you drop it, it will shatter. It's not designed to be in the freezer, so it's not designed to withstand breakage. That it will likely break if you drop it when it's frozen, and the seals will be very difficult to get on and off when it's frozen, that you need to let it warm up to room temperature. But if you put it in carefully and you take it out carefully and let it warm up to room temperature before you try and take off the seal, it will do. You can put it in the freezer, but we don't recommend it. Get some freezer mates and do the right thing. Use your products for what they were designed and with the material with which they were designed. So hopefully that answers your questions about the two Wonderlier bowls that are on special right now. These are such a great deal. I do not anticipate that they will last more than a couple days. So I hope I'm wrong about that, but to be on the safe side, get your orders in sooner rather than later, particularly this new version. And I gotta say, I just love these colors of seals. They're just gorgeous, aren't they? This new version is not going to stay around for long at that price. So get your orders in. Make sure that you are sharing it with your customers, with everybody you know, so that they can take advantage of these great offers. Have a great day, everybody. Any questions? Put them in the comments. See you soon. Party on.